Alrighty, I took off the slide. Still looks pretty blued, but you know, there's just very minute pitting. I even noticed some right here. So I'm just gonna take off this. I'll try to leave everything underneath the curve. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna try and get as close as I can up here. Leave the serrations. Gonna leave that. Go down here and leave all that. Try is the. But we'll start where it's really bad, because that pitting just kind of worries me. If I could just get it a little bit better. And here is basically the technique that I use. I just use these Scotch brushes, get them at the dollar store really cheap. I didn't feel like I got that. See how you can see that little bit of pitting? I just didn't feel like I got that good enough, so we'll go over that one more time and then we'll start with the rest of it. But as you can see, it takes it off pretty easily. It's not going to be too bad. Actually, I could use a Dremel just to get some of the... I might have to pull out the Dremel. For some of it, just to make sure I get all of this good. And I'm gonna try and be really careful, but we'll see how that Dremel might help out a lot. But I'm gonna try and get as much as I can with this thing real quick. Probably can't even see what I'm doing, of course. Now you probably can, but I'll just give you an idea of how fast this stuff works. It doesn't take too much. As you can probably tell, it's already starting. If I have to repaint it, I will, but I'm just going to try and be careful. Oh, it's kind of a lot of work though. But I just want to blue a little bit of the top because... but I want to keep this stuff, so I'm going to try and keep it like a mishmash. But as of right now, that kind of bugged me, so it gives me an excuse to really kind of do what I want to do with it. And that is get as much of this blued, and we'll just leave the rest. At some point I might blue the rest, but I'm just going to kind of keep it a mishmash for now. We'll flip it around, try and get this a little better still. I mean, it's going to take a couple Scotch pads probably, but it'll get there if you have enough patience. I might end up fast forwarding through some of this, but I'm probably going to get the Dremel at some point though, just so you're aware. And I'll just do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get it real quick. Alright, let's see how this fares. Let's try and keep it some of the harder to reach, harder to get areas, I guess. Alright, I think that's as good as I can get it, man. That is... doesn't look very shiny, but I think we're about ready to blue. We just gotta clean her up really good, and we'll see. Even if it's not fully off, it's gonna be an even enough coat, I think. I accidentally went a little too far on some spots, so I just continued a little bit. Well, looks like I did not manage to get it all off at all. I just kind of scratched the surface. So, got kind of two options here. I'm just going to keep scrubbing, at least kind of even it out a little bit. Or just get it until I'm done. But it's going to be a lot of scrubbing. I think I'm just going to try and get an even look as much as I can. Try and blend in anything I did remove. Just try and make it look uniform. There's the pitting, the small amount of pitting there. I felt like the Dremel was really taking it off, but it barely was, really. I don't want to do it too rough on it, because I don't really know how strong those bristles are. To be honest with you, I do not know. For all I know, they could take metal off, so I'm trying to be careful about it. But who knows? That couldn't have taken off enough metal for anything to be a difference, but just does not want to come off very well, does it? Parkerization works pretty decent, I suppose. I just got to get it a little bit more uniform. It's fine if it's not 100% silver. We can see it's starting to make a little bit of a dent here. It looks a little silvery. Underneath it for sure will be pure chrome. But, well, I mean, look, if you really get it all down. But we could just focus on the sides, if anything. We'll get the top, but yeah, it looks like I made some dent right there, but let's try for a little more, I guess. I really don't need to get the top too much, but I'll keep the top. We can keep the top somewhat parkerized. Try and blend that, whatever I did there. Do not have the most faith in this project right now, but something tells me it'll work out. God, that just pisses me off. I kind of scuffed the bottom, but we're just going to keep it whatever. Kind of got it right there. I just want to get this. We'll kind of leave the top parkerized as much as we can. It's definitely not looking as shiny as the sides. So it's whatever. I'm not really concerned about that. I actually wanted to keep that all like that, but yeah, so we'll just keep rubbing at it then. Well, I really don't want it to be too shiny because the glare reduction will be better for it anyways, but yeah, she's shinier for sure. Let's just try and clean her up. Might have to get a new rag here soon, but I think this will work. Clean it up. And let's just put a new layer of blue on there. We're not going to use the touch-up this time. That stuff is just too weak. It tends to rub off a lot easier, I feel like. So we're going to avoid that one. Hopefully it blues decently. Definitely need to get this side a little bit cleaner. Try to. We're trying here. I thought it would come off a lot easier, but it's not, so we're going to go with plan B and improvise. And my improvisation is essentially try and get this to glitter a little bit. Oh shit. Let's try to sparkle her up again. Let's try and get that green shit out of there. I hate that. Where are my Q-tips when I need them? They're right here, of course, where I left them. Well, we're just going to see what happens. See how she looks after a blue bath. She's dirty from that green shit. I'm going to try and not use that anymore. Just keep her ready to go for bluing. Oh, okay. Right, I don't know how much we got. Apparently I wasn't recording, but... Okay, got some water on there. She is one ugly looking gun. Don't worry, I know it. But hey, she's coming back to fucking some sort of former glory of some sort. Should I okay. I just want to kind of try and get that. Yeah, it's definitely not bonding well because didn't do a good enough job cleaning and everything. It's just a fucking nightmare, basically. Ugh, so bad. Take a little bit of this oil bucket and just rub it around where we did. Alright, well, she looks a little better, you know, all greased up. Let's just wipe her down real quick. Get a good look at what she kind of looks like. Well, can't really see much of a difference. That's the new side. This is the old side. It's kind of shinier. It's not really much different. So, big whoop. Alright, so that's the bluing on the barrel. Now she's a little bit blued again. Not the most blued, because I kind of ran out of that little bit, but yeah, she definitely got some more bluing than before. And that's just going to have to do for now. Until I gain the energy to actually sand off all this parkour stuff and re-blue it one day, I'm just going to leave it. Until that logo gets scratched off enough, I'm going to just, that's probably going to be the day that I re-blue everything. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we'll check it out. Once I get the new parts, I'll make sure everything's good, definitely check on it. I mean, it's going to be sitting out, not in the box this time, so shouldn't really change much, but that is how she is for now. Not the best, not the worst, not really too noticeable either, so I'm not really too worried about that. Let's get some more oil on this sucker again. Just lather her up one more time, and then wipe her off one more time. Alright, there you have it. It's not the best. Definitely didn't come out how I wanted, but you know, I could be way more dissatisfied, I'll tell you that much. Take it easy, smash like, thanks for watching so much. I know this was sloppy, but you know, that's kind of the point of this video in a way. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it. I just wanted to get it to a certain point. I thought I was going to be able to get this finish off a lot easier. It proved to be pretty tough, in which case I just decided to kind of try and even it out and do what I could. And I'm not going to complain with it. It kind of looks back to normal, so hooray. Hope you liked that video. Hope you don't hate me for just plowing through this bullshit as if it was meaningless, but it is not meaningless. I'm just not going to spend back-breaking hours like making this. You know, I wanted it to be a better video, but you know, it came out how it is, and I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm so sad. It is what it is, you know. Who cares? It's a firearm. I have 3 other ones that are, one of them is way prettier, you know, I got 2 other ones and 2 Togurevs, so it's not like I'm really, and this was the cheapest 1911 I have, so it's, if anything, this is my experimental 1911, but it's not going to get broken. I'm never going to break this thing. It's fine. Nothing bad happened. Don't throw a fit. Thanks for watching. Well, I put her together, and I'm not gonna lie, it is quite noticeable. It is kind of turning out how I wanted it, because it's got the shinier top with the kind of matte bottom, and that's kind of what I was trying to go for this run, was just shine this up, and it's pretty, you know. She's not perfect, but she's pretty. I'm surprised, you know. That little bit of shine on the top really brings her to life, I think. God damn. I am happy with that. Smash like. A little bit of blotchy there, but, you know, whatever. You know, who cares? It's still pretty. I like her. I'm nerding out hella hard, can you tell? Why did you not lock back? The fuck? This one doesn't lock back? What? No fucking way. Okay, yep, season mags. Thanks for watching.